Close your eyes. Now imagine you're in a group of 1,000 people waiting to see your favorite band perform live. How do you feel? Are you nervous in anticipation? Are you ecstatic to see your favorite performer only a few feet in front of you? The way you feel right now is how the Romans used to feel before a gladiator game in the Roman Colosseum. I've always dreamed of traveling to Europe, and with this dream, I've done countless hours of research and seen so many documentaries. I think it's important to know the history of the different places and attractions you visit before you go see them. In this speech, I will describe how the Roman Colosseum was built, why it was built, and the events that were held there. The Roman Amphitheater, the Roman Colosseum, which is also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, took a little over a decade to build. It began building in 73 AD and was finished in 79 AD. It was influenced by the creation of cement and stone arches. Most of those who worked on the Colosseum were prisoners. The slaves had to lift and transport the stone 20 miles from the city of Tivoli to the city of Rome. The outer wall itself required 3,531,466 feet of stone. That's crazy. Imagine all the slaves having to carry that. The cement was mixed with the stone to build the vaulted arches, and the vaulted arches were used for ceilings. Because of this has made it that much stronger, and that's why it's still standing today. Now that I discussed a little bit about how the Colosseum was built, I'll discuss why it was built. After the death of the previous emperor Nero, the Romans were very sad and in a feeling of despair. The new emperor Vespasian Flavian wanted to create a permanent arena that would be able to host entertainment, and this was his own personal gift to the Roman citizens. But it was also a means to gain popularity for his family. The massiveness of the structure was to represent the glory of Rome, as well as the wealth and power that Rome had obtained. It was able to seat 80,000 Romans, from slaves, freedmen, to the elite of Rome, as well as the emperor. The primary function of the Colosseum was for entertainment. Now that I talked a little bit about why the Colosseum was built, I'll talk about the events that were held at the Colosseum. The most popular event held at the Colosseum was the gladiator fight. Gladiators consist of slaves, freedmen, and professional gladiators, as well as some females. Gladiators were forced to fight one another or fight exotic animals that were brought into Rome. There's those who were winners, and those champions were considered heroes amongst Roman citizens and even had their own form of a fan club. Roughly 500,000 people and 1 million animals were killed during the time span of when the Roman Colosseum was used for entertainment. Not only did it host gladiator fights, but also commemorated military victories. Sometimes it would even flood the amphitheater to host mock naval battles. Now, the battles were choreographed, but the fighting was real. They would use slaves to host the battles just for the entertainment of the audiences. The blood they shed was real blood. They also hosted public executions in the Colosseum. This is just for the entertainment of the audience. Those criminals to be executed had animals sent on them. They fought other gladiators or each other. Now, the crowd could actually stop an execution if they demanded it. The Roman Colosseum was accessible to all forms of life. It was accessible to all forms of life, and because of this, it was really important to the Roman history and their citizens. I don't know what else to say.